The long-anticipated news startup Semafor launches on Tuesday with a team of prominent journalists producing a mix of scoops, analysis and newsletters, but its most unique feature may be in the way that it presents its stories. Stories are broken down to different components, starting with the actual news, followed by the reporter's view, a disagreeing view, an alternate, often international perspective, and a look at what is next. The format, called Semafor, was a chief goal of co-founders Justin Smith, former CEO at Blow. "We are trying to strip it down to its elements and do that in a transparent way. That's a big bet for us, basically." Semafor also is trying to distinguish itself with a global focus, with a brand that travels the world seamlessly, Justin Smith said. Smith, who is no relation to his co-founder, said that the mission of Semafor is to really try to build a new global news brand that is listening very carefully and obsessing over addressing or solving some of the consumer frustration around polarization, bias and all the ill effects that social may. Semafor was chosen as it is the same word in 35 different languages and it means the bearer of a signal. The homepage, with text against a yellow backdrop and a middle central well that features some of its marquee reporting. There is some humor in caption boxes connected to photos. Voracious news consumers already receive multiple newsletters per day, from brands like Politico, Axios and legacy outlets like the New York Times and the Washington Post. Semafor is betting that its offerings will stand out, as it has hired a lineup of top journalists as authors. It launches with 8 newsletters, including a global daily update called Flagship, along with others tied to Africa, climate, technology and business. David Weigel, formerly of the Washington Post, is writing a newsletter called Americana, and Steve Clemens, its editor-at-large and a guru in the live events space, is writing Principles, about politics and power. In D.C. Smith, who had been media columnist at the Times, will author a media newslet. The Africa coverage, led by Yinka Adegoke, will be staffed by journalists based on the African continent and African-born journalists living in the U.S. and London. Africa is on the one hand one of the most dynamic future growth areas of the world, but it also is one of the least served markets in terms of the news industry, Justin Smith said. The new brand also is launching a video component, having hired Joe Posner, who created Explained at Vox.